Triumph have today announced the launch of the new Tiger Sport 660. It's a new entrant into the middleweight adventure sports sector, and it could prove to be a very important bike for them. It's up against some tough competition in the sector, so in this video I want to take a quick look at the bike itself and then take a look at how it stacks up to some of its rivals. The bike is based around a 660cc 3-cylinder engine that is found in the Trident. I reviewed the Trident back in March of this year and I found it to be an eager, smooth and refined motor. The traditional flat torque curve of the Triumph Triple will work well in this style of bike, making for a very flexible power delivery, and the Tiger Sport 660 stands out as being the only triple available in the sector. With 81 PS of peak power, it also appears to be the most powerful in Class 2. An accessory kit can be fitted for A2 license holders, which consists of a specific throttle grip and engine tune. In terms of styling, well, there's nothing groundbreaking to see here, but I think that will resonate well with buyers. Dare I say the majority of riders in this sector are not looking for anything too out there design wise, and it is indeed a smart looking machine. However, if it's parked next to a Versys 650, at first glance they do look very similar, but more on that later. It looks like it's going to be a very accessible machine with a seat height of 835mm and a curb weight of 206 kilos. Of course, we won't be able to tell exactly until it's ridden, but the ergonomics look set up for comfort with an upright riding position, a narrow seat area to help with leg reach and nice wide bars. The tool screen is adjustable with one hand, and as we've come to expect from modern Triumphs, the slip and assist clutch offers a light feel on the lever. A quick shifter is available on the accessory list too. The 17-litre tank should offer a pretty good range, as the 660 motor has proved to be pretty frugal in day-to-day riding. Showa provide the suspension in the form of 41mm upside down forks with 150mm of travel. The rear shock offers the same travel and features a remote hydraulic preload adjuster for quick and easy adjustment for pillions and or luggage carrying. Luggage hasn't been forgotten, and the Tiger Sport 660 features integrated pannier mounts which allow the fitment of the accessory integrated panniers, which offer a combined 57 litres of storage, as well as a 47 litre top box that can hold two full face helmets. The panniers and top box can also be colour coded to the bike if you like a bit of that. It's also good to see some decent rubber come as standard. The Michelin Road 5 tyres have been getting good reviews and offer predictable grip and handling on both dry and wet tarmac. This time Triumph have shied away from a full rectangular iPad-like TFT screen, and the binnacle houses a white on black LCD display at the top, which displays the speed, rev counter and fuel gauge. Below this is a smaller TFT screen which does everything else. It's also ready for the accessory My Triumph connectivity system, which offers turn-by-turn navigation, GoPro, phone and music control. It looks neat and uncluttered. I like it. There are just two riding modes, which is refreshing, road and rain. Each mode offers full power, with the rain mode offering a softer throttle response whilst dialing up the traction control. Traction control though can also be completely turned off if required. As I said earlier, the styling is quite safe but attractive, and one thing I like about Triumphs in particular is the clean finish. They work very hard at keeping most of the ugly pipes and wires out of sight. It's a very tidy looking bike which comes in three colours: corrosive red and graphite and sapphire black, and my pick of the bunch, which is the lucerne blue and sapphire black. Triumph claim the bike will have the lowest service costs in the sector, with only 8.3 hours of work required over a 3-year period. That's based on the 600-mile first service and 3 annual services, which will include new brake pads, chain, sprocket, oil filter and sump washer. Service intervals are 10,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes soonest. There are a few things I've noticed that the Tiger 660 could possibly be missing. Heated grips are an optional extra, which to be fair given the price point is probably to be expected. But there's no sign of a centre stand in the accessory list, and also the power supplies for extra equipment are awkwardly placed. There's a USB port under the seat and a 12-volt socket which is side mounted, neither of which are up near the controls where you're likely to need them to use navigation devices, etc. Of course, the bike can be fitted with the inbuilt nav option, but if you want to use your own external equipment, you'll have to start running cables up to the bars. That does seem to be a bit of an oversight on Triumph's part. When the bike hits UK dealers in January 2022, its list price will be £8,450 with a slight premium for the corrosive red paint job. So what is the new Tiger Sport 660 up against? The two most obvious candidates are the Kawasaki Versys 650 and the Yamaha Tracer 7. But the Honda CB500X and Suzuki V-Strom 650 will also be in the mix, I think. The Versys and Tracer both use twin-cylinder motors, but both with lower power and torque numbers. The Yamaha is lighter at 197 kilos and the Kawasaki heavier at 217 kilos. Both bikes are, however, cheaper, with the Tracer 7 coming in £248 less at £8,202 and the Versys 650 £901 cheaper at £7,549. The Versys Tourer that comes fitted with side panniers comes in at £8,299 and the fully loaded Grand Tourer at £9,199. If you want luggage on the Yamaha, then the Tracer 7 GT comes in at £9,002. There's no indication yet of the price of the luggage options for the Triumph, so that's something that I'll need to follow up with. So I think the Triumph is pretty well pitched in terms of cost, and it would really take another video in its own right to make a full comparison against its competition. Obviously, the purchasing decision for owners will be based on price, features and dealer access, as well as the riding experience, so it's probably best to leave that until the Tiger Sport 660 can be ridden and a better comparison can be made. In this sector, comfort and performance are the key drivers for potential buyers, so the more powerful and flexible engine could be the key differentiator. The Tiger 660 joining the range on the back of the Trident could also indicate other models coming along. Perhaps we're not too far away from seeing a middleweight adventure bike joining the ranks. I've said it before, the Tiger Cub is a name that is yet to be revived. Could this power unit be the one to bring it back? I'd like to hear your thoughts on the Tiger Sport 660, what you think of it and how you think it's going to stack up against the competition, so drop those in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel and like the content, then clicking the subscription button and notification bell is very much appreciated. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.